and welcome back to another Von Bites video. I know it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks since I uploaded a video. I do apologize. I have a good reason. First of all, I had my siblings' wedding to go to 2 weekends ago, so that's one thing. And the other thing is I got sick. A slight sickness. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not a full cold, but it's a weird throat mucus thing. Pretty sure it's from the wedding. I'm going to record this voiceover. Hopefully I don't cough my lungs out. I will cut those out for you guys' sake. But anyway, hopefully you guys had a good absence without me. Hopefully your weekends have been good. Your weeks have been fine. Yeah, on the screen today we will be drawing Elric, one of my longtime anime crushes when I was a kid and as an adult too, because, you know, duh. But yeah, let's get into some music and then let's yap about where I've been. And of course, we have to have the obligatory YouTuber thing to say, which is make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, as it helps push my videos into the algorithm. And plus, lets me know you guys actually like these type of videos. And plus, it gives me a little bit of serotonin boost, because of course it does. Alrighty. First of all, I should talk about why I even drew Ed in the first place. I was playing Honkai Star Rail, and I was like, ooh, I kind of want to draw Blade, which is one of my favorite male characters ever. I have more than that, obviously, but he's one that comes to mind. And then I thought about Ed, who is also one of my favorite male characters. I can't speak English, apparently. And I decided to spin a wheel between the two of them, and Ed won. And I was kind of excited about it because I have drawn Ed quite a few times since I watched the show back in, I want to say 2016 or 2017. And I can post them all right here. There was a few that I kind of forgot when I was gathering these, and I was like, wait, I drew him way more than I remember. And the first one, which is rough, that was like literally probably after I watched the show. My art style was crazy back then. Real thin muscles, who are those? Like, it's very funny to see what my art used to look like. But as the years gone on, I've improved, I think. One of the years my style was very clean, like, and I've talked about this many times before, but I have foregone the line art way of doing artwork digitally anyway. Most of us know you do your sketch, and then you lower the opacity of your sketch, and then you do line art to basically finalize anything, and then you color. I have grown bored of line art in the traditional sense. I think it was during college. I was burnt out from college because, of course, art college, and I needed something different. I believe I had just graduated too. Yeah, I hadn't been drawing much because I was focusing on my work and finals and stuff, and so when I finally was able to draw freely, I was doing line art and I was just tired. So instead, I clean up my sketch to a point where it is considered line art. I found it to be more therapeutic. It's kind of like painting or carving or however you want to call it, but it's my favorite method of doing work at the moment, and I will continue to do so. Obviously, like, it's not going to be perfect like line art tends to be. You know, throughout this drawing, you'll see, like, when I zoom in on stuff, like when I'm trying to color, it ain't perfect. Lines aren't perfect. I leave sketch lines, this, that, the third. But I think it takes off a lot of pressure that I feel like all of us feel when it comes to line art. Also, it gets rid of the phenomenon where when you're drawing your sketch, you really like how it's looking, and then you do line art and you hate it. Because, you know, when you're looking at a sketch, I guess our brains fill in a lot of the blanks. And so when you do line art, where it's kind of, you're physically filling the blanks, it gets weird. But yeah, it takes that part out, and I think I just like my work more. I don't know. Anyway, But yeah, so I drew Edward, and honestly, I like how it came out. He looks good. I love Ed. It's funny actually. Before I even watched the show, when I was newer to anime, I was like, I'm not gonna watch this show. It's too mainstream. Which is funny because it wasn't even mainstream when I watched it because it was like 8 years out. But anyway, for some reason I had a thing for not watching super popular anime. Like Bleach is one of those which Bleach I'm actually not that interested in as far as I know. But at the time I was like, Bleach is mainstream. It's like one of the animes everybody knows, so I'm not gonna watch it, which is stupid. But for Full Metal, for some reason I guess I don't recall, something possessed me to be like, fine, let's watch it. I need to find an anime to watch. And when I was younger, I had a formula when it came to picking animes and what I watched, because I would do a long form like series or anime, whatever, and then I would do like a really short 12 episode funny one. And I would alternate between them because it made sense, right? Like if I just watched like a super serious like long anime like Fullmetal Alchemist, I then want to watch something like The Devil's a Part-Timer, just to take the load off of what I just watched. But anyway, sorry, I'm making myself laugh by being a nerd. But yeah, so I watched Full Metal. I fell in love. And if you know anything about Full Metal Alchemist, there are two series technically. So there's Full Metal Alchemist, which came out first. It's like 60 something episodes. And then there's Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, that came out after. It's supposed to be a more faithful interpretation of the manga, I believe, and it wraps everything up. So I didn't know that. I watched Full Metal. I was like, oh, okay, bet. And I saw Brotherhood, and I'm thinking like, oh, it's like the next series, like whatever, right? I started watching it, and I was like, why is the first like 8 episodes like the same that I just watched? And I was like super like annoyed, right? But then after like episode 8 or whatever it was, the story completely changed, and I was like, wait, whoa. It was fantastic experience. But yes, please look, technically you can watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and get everything you need, but I would say watch it all, honestly, just if you like the series, like I do. So I watched all of it, including both movies. I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, both are very good. The story's very good. I saw recently that the creator of Fullmetal, there's a new anime coming out. I don't have the name right now, but it's very funny because people were talking about how it looks like Fullmetal Alchemist, and I'm like, yeah, maybe because the artist, the creator did it. Duh, hello, like, of course it's gonna look like Fullmetal. So I kind of want to watch that just because of the fact it's made by the creator. The art style is very nostalgic for me. So yeah, I'll probably watch that. But anyway, and then back to the show. The 2 movies. One of them I would say wraps up the series pretty well. And then the other one's like just random. Both have very art styles too. The first movie, I don't remember the name again. It doesn't matter. If you know, you know. That one looks just like the show, Brotherhood. It feels like a wrap up. They're older, like it fills all the voids, And then the other movie is super disconnected. It's just like you could basically say it was an episode of the show. But both were good. I just wanted to complete the series proper, and now I want to get the manga set. Just because aesthetically it looks nice, and I'm starting to get jealous of those who have full manga collections of so many different animes on a shelf, especially when I move out. So my boyfriend found me a link of the full manga set that I definitely want to buy. Anyway, rambling about that aside, highly recommend the anime. Highly recommend any media for it, if you can find it. Read the manga if that's what you're into as well. I don't think they're ever going to continue the story because I think it's completed, but if they ever do, I need to find out. And super side note, my boyfriend's into D&D and Secret Lair. I know they do a lot of collabs and stuff with different series, and I told him, I was like, if they do a Fullmetal Alchemist collab, I swear to Christ, I need you to set some money aside for me to get it. I don't play D&D. I don't have magic. I don't do any of that stuff. Magic is what it is. I said D&D, sorry. Nerd stuff. I don't have any of that, but I want these cards if they ever do it. And the reason why I say it is because he likes to take my art and make sleeves for his cards, which is super sweet. And so, hey, he can use my owl work for that if he wants. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Enough talking. Let's play some more music. now that we got the art and the content out the way, let's just talk about random stuff. First of all, I have a question. Do you guys prefer when a video like these art videos, have a specific topic at hand, or do you prefer like a more relaxed, like random topic? Because I was trying to come up with a topic to talk about, but I really don't have one, which is fine. And so I'm just gonna name the title something like drawing my favorite male anime character or something. But I guess in the future, like, it is gonna be hard for me to find like poignant topics to talk about. But I also don't want to feel like I have to talk about something because I might not have enough content or brain power sometimes to produce that. So if you guys like the more chill and open titles and topics in the video, then definitely let me know. That way I know I'm good to go ahead and keep doing it like this, where it's just kind of random and it's not anything specific. But of course, if I do find a topic that I do want to talk about because I'm passionate or otherwise, then I will definitely make a video on that thing. Like, definitely for my next video, probably won't be anything topic based. I actually almost made another type of video than this. It was gonna be about commissions, but I just had no desire. Like, I did. So basically, there's a commission that took me way too long to do due to life. And thankfully the client is so sweet and he's super, they are very nice. By the way, when I make a mistake of speaking, I literally do that like sound to like correct my brain. Apologies. But they're very sweet and they're very patient with me, and I appreciate that. And I wanted to make a video on that, kind of talking about commissions and like the drain that it could have, and some just talking about commissions and stuff, and maybe a guide or whatever, I don't know. But because I was so focused on finishing the artwork, I just didn't. And honestly, that's fine, like, especially because I was getting sick too, apparently, like, it wasn't gonna work out. But it's something I do kind of want to talk about, as I feel very burned out by commissions in general. It's been like that for about a year now, and I think a lot of people don't talk about that as much because it's a good financial source depending on your prices and your workflow. But sometimes it's not as fulfilling as it's not as fulfilling as I feel like it feels it can be. I feel like I said feels a lot in that sentence. I'm so sorry. But anyway, that's another video topic for another day. But anywho, yeah, so I think I personally thrive better with a more open level of topic videos. And so I don't get stumped trying to make a video. That was part of the reason why I stopped before, was because I couldn't think of things to talk about that haven't been beat at this point, like being talked about, or things that I could add insight to. But as I am trying to build my habit of making videos, I'm learning to have a better relationship with it as well. It's okay to not have a good video. It's okay to not have a decent topic to talk about. And it's okay if the art came out bad. I'm just trying to build a habit. And so if some videos aren't that good, then that's cool. My bigger issue is, of course, trying to not equate the level of views that the video gets with the quality of my videos, or the quality of the art, or how I talked. My last video, I very much enjoyed that video, but it didn't get the high views, and for my channel, just to say, and that's okay. It bummed me out, yeah, because I thought it would do better, but there's so many factors that determine a video to go well, and I can't explain it. And I think the part that bothered me as well with the last video is that it gained so many views so quickly, and then it died so fast. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's fine. It's literally fine. I'm learning to be better about that. Just keep pushing. And even I was kicking myself in the butt for missing 2 weeks, even though there's nothing I could do. But I was like, oh, am I gonna fall off the wagon again? But I decided, okay, we're gonna draw something. We're gonna enjoy the drawing, and we're gonna make a video. Here we are, with crappy voice and all, and I have to keep pausing because I cough. But I'm glad that this video is out. I'm glad I made it, and I appreciate everybody who watches. I feel like I say this every video, but whatever. I appreciate everyone, And I will continue to push and make more content, and maybe one day someone's gonna catch me and I'm gonna be like, this girl's kind of cool though, I'm gonna subscribe. And then here we go, the rest is history. The last little bit of the video, I want to ask, is there a game that is coming out this year that you're excited for? As of I'm recording this, I know there was the Summer Games Fest this weekend, or this past weekend, and there was a Nintendo Direct today, as of Tuesday, when this video will be up, and I saw Splatoon Raiders and Rhythm Heaven, both things I am very much ready for. I believe Rhythm Heaven comes out in literally a month, and then Splatoon Raiders also next month, but later in the month. So yeah, this is gonna be your question for the video. What is a video that you are hello. What is a game that you're excited for? It could be anything. Again, try to keep engagement. See if you get this far into the video. Other than that, I think I've yapped long enough. My poor throat shouldn't be being used like this. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the support I've been getting on my revitalized channel, I guess. Again, any suggestions, any feedback, whatever you got for me, give it to me. It will help me improve my work, essentially. And also it motivates me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, knowing people want to see more makes me want to produce more. I know I feel like I say that every time I come back from doing this, but whatever. It's true. Of course, views also make me want to do it as well. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Helps me out. And yeah, that's about it. After this, I will read out my Ko-Fi people, and then that'll be the end of the video. I love you guys very much. Enjoy the rest of the speed paint, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, y'all. To interject here to say thank you to my Ko-Fi supporters. I've been working on that, and one of the suggestions I got were to read them off in videos, so I'm gladly gonna do that. First of all, thank you to my top simp tier supporter, which is my lovely boyfriend. It's Frosta. I love you very much, baby. Thank you. Next is going to be my ankle biter tier, which is Risky and Coltbroke. Thank you so much for supporting me here as well. And then I have my 3 GB flashbats. That's going to go to Sam. Thank you so much for supporting me. And then lastly are my little baby bats. I have Bakotel TV, Mini-chan, and of course Pluki. You guys make my world go around. I appreciate you guys supporting me monthly and continue to do so even after me shutting it down for the moment. Thank you guys so much. Give you a big old hug. And if anybody else wants to support me via Ko-Fi, I would greatly appreciate it. Currently, I'm not producing any artwork for it as I'm taking a break, but if you do still want to support me monthly regardless, because I will still be making these videos, then feel free to check out a link in the description. Okay, actually now, bye guys. See you later.